Welcome to English class. We are studying the English class for 9th grade, phase 3, week 18, okay? 9th grade, phase 3, week 18. In this guide, we are studying the following topic, suggestions. Yes, the topic is suggestions, sugerencias. That's the topic, el tema in Spanish. During this guide, we will be able to offer or give suggestions, offer advice to people, and do it politely, okay? El objetivo de hoy es aprender a give suggestions, a dar sugerencias in English, de manera amable, politely, yes, to offer advice in the same way, politely, para ofrecer esas sugerencias de manera amable, yes, politely. Vamos a tener first a general overview of what we're going to study. In the activation part tenemos pictures. We have pictures over here. We have to guess. Yes, tenemos que hacer adivinar the reason why these people are exhausted in the activation part. Then in the presentation part we have the grammar rules. Yes, el enfoque gramático. We are going to learn how to write suggestions in English. Vamos a aprender cómo escribir sugerencias or advice in English. Okay. After that we have a practice and scramble the following sentences. If you pay attention to these sentences, they are disorganized, so you have to put them in order, okay? These sentences are disorganized, so you have to put them in order. After that, we have more pictures here. Yes, we have more pictures over here. And you have to give advice for each situation depicted in the pictures, yes? You have to give advice, ofrecer sugerencias, suggestions to each situation that you see over here, para estas situaciones que vemos. After that, we are advised to watch a video. Se nos pide que veamos un video. We are going to watch it, yes. But first, let's go back to the activation part. In the activation part, the question is, ¿por qué crees que las siguientes personas están exhaustas? In English, why are they exhausted? Why are they exhausted? Yes. So you have to write, escribes, you have to write the reason why you think they are exhausted. Maybe they are exhausted because they have been studying, yes. Maybe they're exhausted because of work, yes. Or maybe because they have family problems. Or maybe because they've been practicing sports, yes. Those are the reasons why maybe these people are exhausted, okay. Remember to write those answers in English, please. Now, in the presentation part, para dar sugerencias o consejos en inglés, empleamos el verbo modal should. Attention here. Para dar sugerencias en inglés, empleamos el verbo modal should. Listen and repeat, please. Should, 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 should. As in, for example, en la unidad lo vimos, yes, as in, for example, you should visit the doctor. Should, okay? This verb is to offer suggestions or to give advice, yes? Should in Spanish, yes, should. So you should visit the doctor, for example. That's a piece of advice, okay? Antes de continuar, advice, yes, es lo mismo que decir suggestion, okay? Pero hay una diferencia. Tú puedes decir one suggestion o también puedes decir a suggestions, una sugerencia. ¿Ok? Pero cuando digas advice, no le puedes decir una sugerencia. No, that's incorrect. En inglés, esta palabra no toma número. Es decir, no se le puede decir 1, 2, 3 sugerencias. Sino que simplemente tienes que quitar el one y decir advice. ¿Ok? ¿Ok? Advice. Give advice. Dar sugerencias. ¿Ok? Give advice. And that's it. En cambio, si dices give a suggestion, ya la cosa cambia porque ya estás diciendo dar una sugerencia, ¿ok? Por eso me escuchan que yo digo give advice, no give an advice, porque it's incorrect to say give an advice. You just can't say give advice. No, give an advice. That's incorrect. Give advice is the correct way to speak it, okay? Now let's continue. Para dar sugerencias en inglés utilizamos el verbo modal should, yes. Para utilizarlo solo tienes que agregar el verbo principal en su forma base. Agrega el verbo principal en su forma base. Ok, ¿cómo es eso? Attention here at the example. Here, should or shouldn't. In Spanish, Yes, in Spanish, should. In Spanish, yes, remember that. Should, shouldn't. Okay? Should, deberías, and shouldn't, no deberías. Okay? So you use should and shouldn't to give pieces of advice. Okay? Para dar sugerencias. ¿Se acuerdan que les dije que advice no se ocupa con uno ni con dos? Así se ocupa, miren. Pieces of advice. Yes? Pieces of advice. So you use should or shouldn't to give pieces of advice or to make suggestions. Yes? To make suggestions. So for example, here, I should, y lo que sea que venga después. For example, I should visit the dentist. Yes? I should visit the dentist, or I should visit the doctor. Yes? You should visit the dentist or visit the doctor. He should visit the doctor. She should visit the doctor. It should visit the doctor. We should visit the doctor. You should visit the doctor. They should visit the doctor. The same goes with shouldn't. Yes? Okay? The same goes with shouldn't. No debe salir ahora. I shouldn't go out now. No debo salir ahora. You shouldn't go out now. He shouldn't go out now. She shouldn't go out now. It shouldn't go out now. We shouldn't go out now. You shouldn't go out now. And they shouldn't go out now. Listen. Should, shouldn't. Should, shouldn't. Okay? And that's basically how you make suggestions. Yes? Y es principalmente esa forma en como ofreces sugerencias. Yes? That's basically how you make suggestions or give pieces of advice. You say should or shouldn't y luego el verbo que quieras decir. Yes? Remember que antes tienes que poner el pronouns. Okay? Now let's see some examples. Okay, una persona dice I am tired y el otro le contesta you should sleep for a while. Yes? He's offering advice. She's making suggestions. You should sleep for a while. Oh, my stomach hurts. Me duele el estómago. My stomach hurts. You should drink some mint tea. Yes? I twisted my ankle. You shouldn't play soccer. See? This person is given advice or making suggestions. Yes? Using the expression should. Okay? Should and shouldn't. Practice. Tomando en cuenta las escrituras presentadas en lo que acabamos de ver, ordena las siguientes oraciones. Okay, you have to put them in order. Vamos a hacer una. Hagamos la number 5. Let's do number 5. You shouldn't eat too much fast food. Okay? Yes, too. That's it. You shouldn't eat too much fast food. So, you do it like that. Okay? Hágalo también usted. These sentences are disorganized. You have to put them in the correct order. Okay? Now, let's continue. Here. Production. Observa las imágenes y escribe consejos utilizando should or shouldn't. Yes? For example, in this case, this person has a toothache. Yes? This person has a toothache, un dolor de muelas. So, you should visit the dentist, for example. Okay? You should visit the dentist. Okay? Now, this person has maybe a fever. Yes? This person has a fever. So, you should visit the doctor, for example. Or maybe you shouldn't go outside. It's cold. Yes? This person is in pain because this person has a broken arm. So, You shouldn't go to work, maybe. No deberías ir a trabajar así. You shouldn't go to work, okay? For example, okay? So you have to offer suggestions and make suggestions. You have to give advice to these people in this situation, okay? To these people in these situations. Ofrece sugerencias a estas personas en estas situaciones. Now, let's watch a video. When a teacher is giving suggestions, is making suggestions to students, yes? Let's watch a video when a teacher is making suggestions to a student. Let's watch it. Let's stop for a moment. I want to show you that there are more ways to give advice or to make suggestions, okay? Hay otras maneras de give advice and make suggestions. For example, una manera puede ser diciendo antes de dar la suggestion, why don't you try? Yes? Why don't you try? ¿Por qué no intentas? Okay? Why don't you try? And then you make your suggestions. Yeah? Another way to give advice is to say, I think, and then you make your suggestions. For example, I think you should play. I think you shouldn't play late. For example, I think you could go to bed earlier. For example, yes. Puedes empezar diciendo I think, and then you make your suggestion. Okay. So let's watch the video again. En esta ocasión there's not going to be sound. Yes, only the subtitles. Try to watch the video and try to say the words in the conversation, okay? Try to say the dialogues in the conversation. Trate de decir los diálogos que vamos a ver. En este momento no vamos a escuchar sound, only subtitles. We're going to see the subtitles. Try to pronounce the dialogues, try to say the dialogues, okay? Let's watch it. Okay, that's the video, yes. If you paid attention, you saw that there was the modal expression should, yes. Also, to give advice, you can say, for example, why don't you try? Otra forma de make suggestions or give advice, why don't you try? Otra forma de make suggestions and give advice is to start by saying, I think, y después de eso, that's the suggestions or you make your suggestions, okay? So that's it for today. Let's go back to the guide. Vamos a la guía. Let's go back to the guide. Okay. No hay más que añadir. This is it for today. If you have any questions, you can send me a WhatsApp and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Okay. So till next week. Bye guys.